Hello, my baby Saggies. I know I've been away for a long time, but I'm back. There's been a few reasons why I've been out, but let's not waste time with that, okay? I just wanted to make an announcement that very shortly I will be doing private readings mostly only. I'll be doing general readings still, but they'll be short, which is kind of good because I don't think that a lot of people want long readings, truth be told. Um, in addition to that, I'm working on a workshop where I will be teaching the major arcana cards from top to bottom, and I will be teaching the minor arcana cards from top to bottom. And then the third session will explain how the cards work together. Then I'll have another seminar where I will be explaining the stones and what they mean and why it's so important to use sage and holy wood. This is for both, if you notice the Catholic community, before they walk up to the table where all of the wine and the crackers for, what is it they call it? It's called communion. While he walks up to it with that smoke, it's sage, okay? I want to give you a little bit of background just in case, because I feel like it's necessary, because I've been getting a lot of funk from people about the fact that I do tarot. And for those of you who also do tarot, I want to give you some reassurance, okay? A lot of people think the word occult means the devil. Please do your research. Read a book or two for those of you who are not aware of that. The occult means the hidden. Why do you think they killed Jesus? Because he was spitting in his hands and then rubbing it in dirt, putting it on people's eyes and make the blind to see. He was healing people just by them touching the hem of his garment, and he was raising people from the dead. That's what they consider the occult. Okay? It means hidden. And until I pull these cards over to explain whatever's going on with you, Sagittarius, it's hidden. That's why it's referred to as the occult. So when someone tries to come at you with that kind of stuff, please look it up. You might have to look deep, because a lot of people just are so sincere on calling the spiritual gifts that people have the occult. And I'm so sick of it, okay? It's not the occult. We spiritualists stick our necks out on the line to be different, because we are different. And there's so many of you out there who have spiritual gifts that say nothing. And that's your right. But please understand, every time you make that decision, you're not helping the person you're supposed to help with the gift that you've been given. So just consider that, okay? Let's go. Saggies. Okay, I want to pull them all out. Before I just come to conclusions, I'm just gonna look at what's going on. And this would be you here. Okay, it looks to me like you're in a place that clearly has you exhausted and confused. The confusion is self-inflicted. However, the exhaustion is not. You're playing a lot of roles right now. You're playing the Page of Cups. You're playing. The Page of Cups is the baby of the kingdom. He's the baby. He's being taught how to deliver messages. Okay, he's a messenger. So you are a messenger of love. I also see that you're also at times the King of Wands, okay? And the King of Wands does not F around. He has a wand in his hand, and wands represent passion, and they can also represent pissed offness. King of Cups came up down, so the Knight of Cups, came upside down, which tells me there's something here going on with love, okay? So what this is telling me is that you are the messenger of cups more so than the Knight of Cups, who is like more secure in your ability to love. I feel like you're confused between which one you're going to be. You're getting ready to make that transition from being the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. And that's the reason why the Sun is upside down. Because you haven't chosen to become that brand new person that changes you from the Baby of Cups to the Teenager of Cups when it comes to love. And it could be your King of Wand energy that is doing this, okay? Seems like everything you try to do to get this girl or this guy, it just doesn't work out. And I don't think it's that the other person doesn't like you. I think it's your approach. Because right now this tells me you ain't going nowhere. You're not going to stop trying to get this gal or guy. Okay? When it's this way, it means that you have your hand on a wand. And the wand behind you could either mean you're going to leave a particular way of doing things away, or it could represent some of the work that you have put into a situation, but it's at a 2, okay? So here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you're having a hard time transitioning from being more mature with regards to how you approach this situation with this guy or this girl. You're confused as to how to behave. Maybe because you're so enamored by this person, you just get choked up. Let's see. We're definitely talking about love, honey. The person loves you too. But I think you might be using several approaches. Fiery approaches and logical approaches, and then like very romantic approaches. So like this person doesn't know that you're like a what do they call one of those animals you're a chameleon. You're a chameleon, and this person doesn't understand that that's what you're doing. But it's still very new. Ace of Cups. Either someone is going to come at you with love eventually, or you're going to come at them with love the right way eventually. Okay, when I get these 2 cards in the same spread, I don't care if they're upside down or not. You're walking away from something. These wands behind you, you've given up on the work that you've put in, and you're walking away, and you're going to look for a new love because you're tired of the anxiety and you're tired of being exhausted about this one particular love interest, and that's to be understood. Upside down is the Queen of Cups, okay? Because you're not at Queen of Cups status yet. You're not at the Knight of Cups status yet. When it comes to love, you're still like babies. You know what I think of? Every time I think of Sagittarius, you know what I think of? Okay, we're all fire signs, right? I'm an Aries. That means that big ass lion that don't nobody want to F with. Okay? Leo is like that teenager Leo, but don't play with that teenager Leo because that cat is too big to be playing around with like that. You guys are the little like newborns you're like cats, But you're bigger than cats, obviously, right? But you're like the meows. You guys still meow. And you guys are still little. And you guys, you're still growing. And that's just the sense that I'm getting from this reading. You don't know when to turn away. You don't know when to stay. You don't know how to grow yet with regards to things changing for you in the ways that you want them to. Now we've got confusion, we've got anxiety, and we've got exhaustion. And that's why you're walking away. That would be the only logical reason as to why you would walk away. However, love is staring you in your face somehow, somewhere. Now we have death. Now when I get death, and I get the sun and the same spread, babies, let me explain something to you. You see death that came first? And then you see this new baby? Well, it's supposed to be this way. This new baby on this white, pure, innocent horse, which represents innocence. And the sun so seriously protecting you with its rays of sun so that you don't feel any cold. When I see these two together, this tells me you need to change. Something about what you're doing needs to change so that you can get this upright. So you guys' reading is a little deep, and when that happens, I will go through the entire deck if I have to find out what the heck this is. Love is staring in your face somewhere. Yes, the Magician upside right. All right, babies. This means that you know how to control the elements a lot more than you think. You know how to control your logic a lot more than you think. You know how to control wands, meaning the way that you respond to situations better than you think. You know how to love better than you think. And you know how to generate an income better than you think. I'm telling you, the word for this week is reassurance for everybody. Everybody needs reassurance to move forward. You need reassurance. That is the word. When I got my Akashics Records reading a couple days ago, she said, first of all, I want to tell you, I don't know why, but the word that I got was reassurance. Okay? And that did not just pertain to me. When I'm sitting here looking at the cards of my people, and I love you who have subscribed, and if any of this resonates, I ask that you like and subscribe and leave a comment. I love to hear what you have to say, even if you think I'm wrong. I'm not going to take offense to it. It's cool. We're all entitled to our opinions, and that's cool. But let me know if this resonated with you. The Magician right side up is a very good sign for you, okay? Why? Because it means that you are a more spiritual person than you may realize. Got the same reading for, I want to say Capricorn. I could be wrong though. I've been doing a lot of readings lately. The Magician, look at him. He has the infinity sign over his head. The sign of an infinity over his head. And he's young and he's vibrant and he's pointing upward and he's pointing downward because he understands the things in the spiritual realm and he understands the things in the earthly realm. And sometimes when you are that badass as a spiritualist, a lot of these things that come and go, you know what's important and you don't know what's important. But at the same time, you know everything. You know a lot more than you think. And sometimes it can lead to confusion and exhaustion. And it does make you want to walk away. Because this kind of, magician, it will make you exhausted. I can only imagine. Because you have to, you're having to be self-controlled all the time. When it comes to things of the heart, when it comes to what you have to do, when it comes to how to make money, when it comes to how to use your logic, and how not to reveal too much of whom you are to people who, and didn't that make sense based on what I was talking about in the beginning of your reading? Just go rewind it. Why did I explain what the occult was and what the occult isn't? Some of you are very spiritual beings that don't want to take that leap because they don't want to be judged for it. You know what? If I had this level of spirituality, I would not give a damn what anybody thought. I would just jump in and get in where I fit in. Yep, because you know what? You got a lot of people coming against you and you don't know how to deal with it. You know how you deal with it? You tell your spirit guides and angels you don't want the conflict and you need time to figure out how to deal with your spiritual gifts. How to proceed with your love interest. How to proceed with your work interest. Ask them how to proceed. And as a matter of fact, what I do is I light one of those very tall candles. It doesn't matter what color. For me, it's actually what smells the best. And let that color burn. Let that candle burn from all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. And when it goes all the way to the bottom, even if you have to light it again because it caught a swift, a swift gust of wind and it had to go out, it doesn't matter, because just light it again. And soon as the candle has been let down completely and burnt out completely, it is official. Your request has been made. You didn't think about it anymore. You requested what you requested. You made your so-called command. It's not a command, but it's like you're saying to the universe, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. And make sure it's not words like this and that. I'm just giving you examples. Make sure you say, I'm tired of being tired. I don't want to be tired anymore. I want more energy. I don't want to be confused anymore. I don't want to have to fight all these people because I, have to defend myself all the time when I try to explain who I really am to people. Whatever it is may be. It could be 1,000 requests. Make the request, have a whole lot of confidence, say thank you with all of my heart, let the candle burn all the way down, and it is official. Things have changed. You just manifested out of your mouth what it is that you want and what you don't want anymore. I have a new deck which I adore. It's called Whispers of Lord Ganesha. And you got personal transformation. Now, did I not call it? Now, we're going to read that. Now, these explanations are a little longer, so I'm only going to read the first 2 paragraphs, okay? Personal transformation. That's where you guys are. Exactly where you guys are. Okay, personal transformation. Ganesha is pointing to the heavens and encouraging you to be open to new ideas and the growth of your spirit. Listen to the still small voice within. You may have been feeling a strong desire to obtain or experience again a sense of meaning, inspiration, or purpose in your life. This is likely a time in which you are making some significant adjustments in your life. These adjustments are helping you in the process of changing yourself from the old to the new. And you will soon benefit from a fresh perspective of life. You are in a great place now for honoring the person who you truly are or want to be, rather than simply following a journey that you are experiencing, which brings greater meaning and purpose into your life. This will renew your inner energy. Eliminate everything in your life that is not essential, meaning if you don't need it, get rid of it, to your transformation. Realize that some of your activities may be in place simply to act as buffers or distractions from what is truly important. All the changes that are taking place, and trust that a period of greater calm and stability will follow. Ganesha is calling you to your destiny. Your calls for guidance have not gone unnoticed, and you ultimately find what you are yearning for. I don't know about you, honey, but everything came about perfectly. Everything that I said from beginning to end, even without pulling those cards out, I'm telling you, everything came out perfectly. You guys are transforming. You don't know which way to go sometimes, but you want to go somewhere. You want the changes to be made. And I told you to speak to your spirit guides and angels, okay? So I'm going to go to your ascended master, because I feel like you guys may need it. The dog is just over here making unnecessary noises, but you have to be like, okay, whatever. Have fun over there. I'm so happy for you guys, because I saw it and I tried to explain it the best that I could, but I didn't know if you guys are going to get it. Boop. Boop. Focus upon your strengths. You need reassurance as to what you are capable of, but what you're doing is you're feeling, you know you're capable, but I think you might be filling your bag to the brim. Focus on Apollo. Let's read that, and then we're out, okay? I don't want to do these long readings like this, but I hope it resonates with all of you. Focus upon your strengths. This card reminds you to focus upon your strengths and not upon any perceived weaknesses. Mind you, it says perceived weaknesses, because you don't have any weaknesses. You just perceive some of your qualities as weaknesses. Your strengths should include your loving heart, pure intentions, your people skills, your hobbies, or something that you excel in. Even if your talents still need polishing, these are strengths and assets. The more you bless and appreciate your strengths, the stronger they'll grow. If you focus upon so-called weaknesses, they will grow. This card comes to you as a reminder of the importance of viewing yourself with compassion and love. Anytime that you find yourself thinking or feeling poorly about yourself, focus upon your strengths instead. That is why you got this card, and that is why you got this card. The love is for you. It's the love within that you need to express. You're not expressing love for self right now, because you don't know what your strengths or your weakness is. And until you personally transform to a place where you really will admit and can love yourself, ask your spirit guides and angels to show you what your strengths and weaknesses are, please. And burn a candle and let it burn all the way down to the bottom. And once the candle has burned all the way to the bottom, consider the message delivered. You're going to see a lot of flies. It's summertime now, and they're everywhere, along with the mosquitoes that are biting me on the back of my neck that I'm pretending like they're not biting me because I don't want to look like I'm an idiot, going the whole time during the reading. This is so obvious now. But I see you walking away from your old ways, baby. And I see you getting ready to get down with the get down. You are going to personally transform. You are going to focus on your strengths, and you're going to make those happen. And you're going to learn to love yourself. That's what you're going to do. And once you realize what all of your strengths are, if it were up to me, but you can question it. I mean, you could state the question however you want to. I would personally request my spirit guides and angels to please show me what my strengths and my weaknesses are and how to use them, and where do I begin. Make it so obvious so that I can just begin, because I feel like a lot of you just don't know where to begin. That's where this anxiety comes in. It's I know I've got stuff to do, but I don't know what to do. Am I gonna stay where I am, and continue to work on what I'm doing, or am I going to walk away? I'm confused. It's because you don't know your strengths and your weaknesses, and you've been playing this game with yourself for so long. It's exhausting, okay? Which then, in turn, makes you the little baby messenger. And there's nothing wrong with the baby messenger. But honey, we need more knights. We need more kings. And we need more queens. And that's what you are. Okay? Additional meanings for this card. Use daily positive affirmations to lift your energy and faith. Speak to yourself in positive terms. Begin an exercise program to build and tone your muscles. This is a message of love or healing about a brother or brother figure. Okay, I just got the feeling right now that some of you are like personal trainers or yoga instructors or healers, definitely healers. So if you've ever thought about going into any of that, now is the time, honey, because the door is open for the universe to show you love based on what it is you want to do. Open, because you can speak to the heavens, and you can work on the planet. They're waiting for you to ask. They can't make your decisions for you. You have to ask. Okay? Ask for your strengths and your weaknesses. If you notice something familiar with these two, for both of them, one of them is pointing up and the other one is kind of pointing down. The elephant has something in its trunk and something above its hand. But then what does it that Apollo has? There's a very bright light around you guys, I'm telling you. And I would surely like for you guys to express it. I think you guys' gifts are really cool. I can't call them out because I don't know what they are. I'm not in the Akasha. Some of you should go to get your Akashic Records readings. Look up Simmone Isser. Isser is spelled Isser. You can find her on Facebook. And another one, she's a lot less expensive, but I prefer the first one because, I mean, she's been doing it longer. The second one, her name is Eileen Perkzen. Perkzen spelled Perczzen. Now, with that being said, my loves, I've spent 30 minutes on you, and I never like to do readings that long, but I hope that this resonated with you, because after a while, a person's attention span becomes pretty low. But I hope that you got the message. I really do, because this is a really awesome message, because you hear my voice, but trust me, the universe is speaking. I will speak to you guys soon, but I promise you the messages will not be that long, because I will be doing mostly personal readings and working on the workshop that I discussed earlier, okay? So talk to you soon, Saggies. Love you.